Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Blade Runner 2049. And I know I said I was going to review Battle of the Sexes on Twitter. Well, I said I was going to see it, but I haven't reviewed it yet. But I just saw Blade Runner 2049, and I felt like I had to get this one first. And I don't think I need to tell you much else, but I'm going to. So I'm going to skip the plot synopsis because I think it's better if you don't know, and B, um, I feel like I'm going to give away a few things, and it's better that you don't know. And also, I think that I give sometimes a little too much of the film away. Yep. So I'm going to choose not to talk about it, the plot. So even though a lot of things happened in this movie, I think it's best that you don't know. So let's just get into the positives because there are a lot of good things about this movie. First off, the performances are all great. Ryan Gosling is our main character in this movie. Harrison Ford is in it, but he's not in it a lot. He's in it for like 10, at most 15 minutes. I take that back. More or less around 10 minutes. So if you were really looking for Harrison Ford, then you're not really going to get him. He's in the movie, but not that much. We got Ryan Gosling as our main character as Officer K. And you see the film focuses on him a lot, and you see what his character is going through. His character goes through like all this dark drama, and I will get into the visuals in a second. And he's going through all this stuff, and without giving anything away, I love what they did with his character. And he's also a Blade Runner. Now, before I continue, I'm just going to get this out of the way really quickly. I saw recently, a couple days ago, Blade Runner, the final cut, the original one, directed by Ridley Scott. And this one is directed by, I can never pronounce his name, Denis Villeneuve, something that starts with a V. I can never pronounce it. And back to the original Blade Runner, I saw it and I thought it was great. And I have a few problems with it, but this one, in comparison, I feel that is better than the original for me, or at least the final cut. That's the only one I saw. I haven't seen the other two. Now back to 2049. Back to the positives. A great aspect in this movie are the visuals. The cinematography looks fantastic, and the visual effects are great. And I'm just gonna call him the director. What the director does with this movie really well is the pacing. And one of my problems with first Blade Runner is that the pacing, in some scenes it works perfectly, in other scenes it feels like it's really dragging. The pacing is always the same in the original one, the same with this one. A lot of scenes it works, sometimes it doesn't, because it kind of feels boring. In here, it's slightly faster, just like a little bit, that much. The gap between my fingers. And it's a little bit faster, but it's perfect for what this movie needs. Because there's always something going on, like right before you think something's getting dragged out, it keeps going and going, and it doesn't stop. It always has something happening to keep you entertained in the film. Therefore, it was a perfect choice to have this like slow pacing for it. It was perfect. The music in this movie, wow. This movie has great music. Maybe on par, if not just a tad bit better than the original, or at least the final cut, or the original, sorry. I really love the music for this movie. And I love how these characters are written. Sorry if I haven't really gotten too much into that, but these characters are very well written, and I love what they did with all of them, and the tone of this movie is consistent, and it works fantastic. I don't have a problem with it. And that's a positive because I really rarely ever see that. A consistent tone. And that's about all I'm going to say for Blade Runner 2049. If you haven't seen the original, well, I think this film does stand pretty well on its own. You can catch up to what some things that happened in the first one. This film does touch on to the first one, but it doesn't rely on it to be a great film. It uses it to help move the story along in the third act. But for the first two acts, they stand on their own. And the third act, in its own way, stands on its own, but sometimes I think it's better. In this case, I think you might get it more if you see the original one. And which one should you see? Just watch the final cut like I did. And one other thing, I saw this movie in 3D. Real D 3D, if you're wondering. And it looks pretty nice. It's a beautiful movie to look at, and I think that if you haven't seen the first one, then you should check that out, but definitely watch this one. I think this movie's fantastic. I'm just going to say, I think it's a masterpiece, and it's probably my favorite movie of the year. And I'm going to give Blade Runner 2049 an A+. This movie just gave me everything I wanted in a film, and I was so happy that I saw this movie. And another thing is, even though this movie isn't exactly a happy film, it's, for me, a movie that I am proud to say that I would love to go back and rewatch this one. It's a movie that I'm happy to rewatch. This movie is, I don't know what else to say. Just go see it. Thank you as always for watching my videos. If you enjoyed this review, leave a like, comment down below what you thought of Blade Runner 2049 or which version of Blade Runner is your favorite. The first one anyways. And follow me on Twitter. A link for that will be in the description below. And subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation. And I'll see you when I get my next review up. Not sure what it's going to be, but thank you for watching and have a great day.